Hello and welcome to The Swing. As always, it's your boy HK, and I'll be joined in a moment by my co-host Oase as we get to talk about a historic night for the Toronto Raptors, and more specifically, a historic night for who will now forever be known as Fred Franchise VanVleet. Holy hell. 11 threes going into the fourth quarter ended with that, but 54 points. I mean, Oasis sweating. Look at that. The man is totally out of it because that's how scorching hot Fred VanVleet was tonight, and he was just unstoppable. It's one of those nights that when you feel it, when you have that special feeling every time he's stroking it from outside, missed only 2 threes for the entire night. What a game for Fred VanVleet. And yeah, he's totally swinging us around. How do you take that one, Oase?
I mean, if you just kind of take a look at some of these players on my wall here, you've got Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, and of these two have been 50-plus scorers. What I have to say about this performance tonight, magical, okay, in Orlando. How crazy is that? Like this. So I'm going to come back to this, okay? Let me tell you, I was mistaken. I was like, I didn't have my glasses on, so I was like, could that be Michael Jordan? And it was actually Freddie VanVleet without having another kid. Isn't that crazy? So, ladies and gentlemen, how many was that? 54 points in total?
54 points in total.
And Jesus just wasn't missing from anywhere. And, congrats to him. Congrats to the Raptors for a back-to-back victory. I think this is the first back-to-back that they won this season, which is huge.
No. We had three in a row
against another team.
Yes,
against the same team is what I mean. It's against
True.
The same team is what I mean. So, really exciting stuff. The defense was great today, as always. And honestly,
celebration, baby. That's what it is. This is one of those games where, first and foremost, what I loved about the entire performance is that it came within the flow of the game. It wasn't that Fred was literally hunting out his shots or that he was, basically playing ISO to be able to get there. The way the offense flowed today was just beautiful, and it was shown by the fact that not only did Fred have the night that he had, which is obviously the highlight of the show, Lowry dropped a triple-double, can't forget that, and he got that 10th assist with the franchise record-breaking shot from Fred, so that's going to be a highlight for both of them going forward. But on top of that all, you also had Norman Powell, who now has scored 5 straight games of 20-plus points, and he's just looking absolutely beautiful as far as his flow is concerned. So all in all, just a very, very huge game from a confidence standpoint for the Toronto Raptors, and especially considering the fact that we're going to be up now against, in the Brooklyn Nets on Friday, championship contender, a huge matchup for us, probably one of our biggest ones in this early season thus far. To go with that kind of confidence into that kind of a game is just absolutely, as you say, magical.
Magical. Yeah, it's really, really exciting to see. Fred, in my opinion, defensively had played amazing over the last week or so. And, on the offensive end, you saw that he was kind of lacking that side of his game and over dribbling and this and that. But today, what you saw was rhythm. And what rhythm does for a player is you don't think anymore. You're in the flow of the game. You don't have to take a few seconds to process. It just kind of, the ideas, what you need to do just come into you and come out your body. And that came out in 11 threes made tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
And man, I was just like, this guy's hit. He was at I think 8 by the end of the half. And I'm like, this guy's going to beat Curry's record. And then
Clay's record, 14.
Yeah, sorry, Clay's record. And I'm like, oh my God, did I just jinx it? But he remained hot. And that's the crazy thing. That is the crazy thing. So, I mean, yeah.
look, he could have easily had a couple of those extra possessions where he could have taken those threes, but like I said, that's what made this performance so special. He didn't hunt it out. It all came within the flow of the game, and he got his absolute just rewards in the performance that he had. And like I said, if there was ever, a game to help solidify what was probably a fringe all-star, performance thus far as the season is going, that's probably it. That game probably ensures that Fred VanVleet will get his opportunity in the all-star game. And as you guys know, the voting is up. Please vote him in, because that's something that needs to be. He probably won't be starting, but no doubt coming off the bench should be the lone representative for the Toronto Raptors in this All-Star game, which has now, by the way, been confirmed for March 7th in Atlanta. Is courtside Karen going to be there? I don't know, but March 7th in Atlanta, All-Star game is going to happen. I think they're going to do it over one day for all of the events in one, just to kind of minimize any potential issues or any potential COVID-related exposures. Yeah. But insane. Just an insane night. 123, 108, and it was just beautiful from start to finish.
Absolutely. This is it's so nice to not have to come here frustrated. You know what I mean? We're excited to talk about some positive news. It's weird. But unfortunately for the rest of our fans, like the guys that are on the swing usually, our regulars, apart from, of course, Sid, we're Sunny. We're our guys to celebrate with us. I was really excited to come to have these conversations with our boys. But, we're not having that. But, it goes to show, it is a process. And, even in today's game, as great as it looked, Freddy did dominate. Norm did dominate. There's still some things that need to be cleaned up every single game. Some of those things I kind of, again, take the focus onto Pascal. So we're talking about rhythm. So I think when we have Pascal handling the ball, or when the ball comes to him, I think he just assumes that he has to do something extremely formidable with it right away. Or if he doesn't, then he's over dribbling and takes a few seconds off of the shot clock, in which absolutely nothing happens, nothing's created. So my suggestion to Pascal is my guy, you need to be in the flow of the game, right? So for example, the Raptors like to run this high pick and roll really, really quickly, and then they'll kind of penetrate the paint, dish out to the wing, and they keep swinging, right? When it swings to Pascal, he stops. He waits. And I'm like, dude, your team is swinging the ball for either you to shoot right away or for you to make an extra pass. But he's taking too long with the ball, and I want him to kind of clean that up. Just not think about the several different possibilities that you could do with the ball in that particular moment. You got a shot open, take that shot. I don't care if you missed 100 times. Take the shot. Second thing is, if you're going in for a move, go do the move. Just do it. Okay? Yeah. Go do it. Don't think about it. Don't think, his body's not there. Just go ahead and attack. Right? And that's actually something that we saw from him last game that we didn't see as much this game. But overshadowed by that incredible performance by Freddy VanVleet. If you don't know his name, you know his name now.
Come on, man. That's a one finals MVP vote getting future All-Star doing franchise record, little Drake looking Fred VanVleet. And that
Frederico, baby.
Frederico. If there was ever a bet on yourself night, this was the ultimate of that. But going back to what you were saying about Pascal, no, you're absolutely right. And I think you saw that was an adjustment that he made when the second half started, because all those 4 turnovers that he had, pretty much all of them came in the first half. A lot of them were in those situations where, I said, got the ball in the post and then tried to get this weird skip pass going across, and he got cut off a few times. So again, it's all just a process building scenario, and we're going to keep seeing that. But that's not what this is about. What this is about is what Fred did, and what this is about is going to be what we're going to do when we get the opportunity against Brooklyn to really almost stamp our arrival into the season now. Because as the commentators noted today, the Raptors are one of only 7 teams in the NBA right now that have a positive plus minus as far as their offense to defense points are concerned. But the consistency hasn't been there, and that signature win hasn't really come there. And I feel that this chance to really turn it around is going to happen this Friday against the Brooklyn Nets. That's going to be just it. One, first of all, I really like the matchup because we have the mobility and the size to be able to go ahead and actually really, really bother them. And that's where it comes down to, look, what KD's going to do, you know what Kyrie's going to do, you know what Harden's going to do, but we've shown our capability to really, really struck down the opposing guards, especially the lead guards. Kyrie has had a number of games in which he's struggled against us. Harden is always going to be Harden, but it's just one of those things where, honestly, it's going to be, what are you going to do against Kevin Durant? What are you going to do against that length? But when you have this kind of confidence going into it, I can't wait. That's going to be a sick game on Friday. I've got it noted. I'm waiting.
We're excited. Hazam, thanks for joining. Mickey, our president from BSL,
BPL, bro.
BBL. Oh, my God. I messed that up big time. BPL, the Brampton Premier League for cricket, has joined us. Jeff, thanks for joining. Taha, thanks for joining. Guys, insane. I know you Raptors fans are excited for what we've seen. The Brooklyn Nets game, let's go defense first and attack the paint. I think that's the number one thing we're going to need to do, especially against Brooklyn. We want to hear what you guys thought about the game. So, again, we do a clubhouse room, if you guys have that app, pregame around 6:30, 7 o'clock, depending on what the time is, about half an hour before game, that we can discuss kind of strategies and what we think about the Raptors going into the game. And of course, always join us live here on the Instagram with Mr. HK and the rest of you beautiful basketball fans and Raptors fans, so we can just continue riding this wave and hopefully be a more successful team.
Yes, sir. That's what it comes down to. And in the end, that's what the swing comes down to as well. It's all about the engagement with you guys. So please make sure to keep following us on Instagram. Keep commenting with us. Keep speaking with us live so we get the opportunity to keep interacting. And as always, we will be back Clubhouse pregame, Instagram postgame, and we will see you at the next one. Peace